Welcome to Letters to Rising Leaders. It's a podcast series about God, soul, love, and leadership. And I'm your host, Tom Mohr. If you're joining along in my book, Letters to Rising Leaders, this is week 44, and the topic is commitment. What does it mean to be committed? To lead a committed life? I think it means you're all in. You've done the soul work to clarify the meaning and purpose of your life, and you have committed yourself fully to live the truth of your purpose through thick and thin. I'd like to share today the story of a dear friend of mine, Scott Hawkinson. Scott and I first met because his daughter, his oldest daughter, and our son were in the same class at Holy Name of Jesus School. And we went to church together. Our families got to know each other. Scott's this just incredible guy, quiet, humble, self-assured, other-oriented. But somewhere along the way, Scott experienced a set of symptoms that led him to the doctor, that led him to discover that he had a tumor on his brain. And that tumor proved to be cancer. And so he began a 3-year journey of treatments and remissions and reoccurrences. Many highs and lows, more lows than highs. But alongside that medical journey developed another journey, a journey of faith. And as he deepened his relationship with God through the trials of his life, Scott made a fateful decision somewhere along the way to share both his medical journey and his spiritual journey online in a journal. I am going to read just a couple of the posts that he shared, just to give you a feel for them and a sense for who he was. Just a quick update following yesterday's chemo. Physically, it seems to be going pretty well. I hope I can catch a bunch of muskies with Dad at the cabin. Mentally, I'm more challenged to understand and communicate than a month ago. Spiritually, life is good. I'm reminded again how blessed I am with the people in my life, like you. Peace. Scott. Here's another one. Today is the day you have made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. These are the lyrics of the song I heard this morning as I was rolled into the MRI machine. A reminder for me to thank God for my upcoming MRI results, whatever they be. The lyrics are from Psalm 118, which is entitled A Hymn of Thanksgiving. The chapter opens with 4 verses repeating the wonderful message that God's love endures forever. For this and for the good news today, I give him thanks and praise. Scott. Here's another one. I've been worrying about this week how effective the treatments will be and will there be any side effects. So, today while Kathy and I are at Mass at Holy Name and God gave me the answer, it came during the gospel reading, Matthew 6:27. Can any of you, by worrying, add a single moment to your lifespan? My interpretation, Scott, don't worry. Let it go. I will take care of all your needs. Thanks again for all your prayers and other support. Don't worry and trust God. Scott. P.S. I also want to thank God today for a few things since last Monday. The chemo's helping my brain swelling. The kids are here at home this weekend. The abundance of all our blessings. Again, I love you all and Jesus. Scott. And then the last one I'll read is this. A big desire for me over the past few years has been to reduce my anxiety and find greater peace. I've not been very successful. But what I've learned and believe deeply, I have to get far better at trusting God. Trusting is tough for me. And while I try to figure out how to get better at it, I came upon a very simple direction I'd like to share. It's this: trust like a child. I am his child, and he is in charge, not me. Peace, Scott. Scott died on July 21st, 2014, 10 years ago. He left us, his family, his friends, with a final gift. And they were 5 rules to live by, simple and profound. And they are these: trust in God, pray for wisdom, walk with Jesus, faith, not fear, love your cross. Scott Hawkinson found the meaning and purpose of his life being an evangelist to others. How about you? What's the meaning and purpose of your life? Are you ready to commit? I'm going to leave it there. The song for this week is When the Saints Go Marching In. I've added a couple verses of my own. Robert Berry joins me on instrumentals and J.J. Johnson in harmony. Enjoy.
When the saints go marching in, oh, when the saints go marching in, how I want to be in that number. When the saints go marching in, oh, when my work on earth is done, oh, when my work on earth is done, Jesus count me in that number. When my work on earth is done, oh, when my gifts are all used up, oh, when my gifts are all used up, please God count me in that number. When my gifts are all used up. When the saints go marching in, oh, when the saints go marching in, how I want to be in that number. When the saints go marching in, when the saints go marching in.
How I want to be in that number when the saints come marching in. Well, that's it for today. I hope you'll join us next week for the next episode in this Letters to Rising Leaders podcast series. As I say each week, leader of goodness, go in faith to love and heal the world.